What's going on YouTube? It's Ben. You guys already know you're on the channel where we talk about business, entrepreneurship, investing, staffing, recruiting, everything of the sort. I vlog on these topics every single day, so it would definitely be of benefit to you to subscribe right now. Just destroy the living daylights out of the subscribe button, and I guarantee you'll get some value every single day. Hit the alert button, the bell alert, so that you know every time I put out a video every single day around this time. So today I'm going to jump right into the topic, which is why I believe that machine learning and AI will never destroy the recruiting business as we know it today. So as you all know, I'm in the recruiting business. I run my own recruiting agency. That's my main focus. That's what I do all day long, every day. And I don't believe that all of these rumors and all of these opinions about AI and machine learning just destroying this business entirely for people like me that find clients and then find candidates for those clients for a multitude of reasons. Most importantly, I just think that AI and machine learning are just really, really effective tools that are going to enhance things. So what is AI and what's machine learning, right? Just first off the bat, it's Alexa, right? Or it's Hey Google. Sorry if I triggered your Hey Google right there, but it's the algorithm that sets you up on your next Tinder date, right? So it's enhanced beneficial tools for our society to use, things that are advancing us and giving us better, data and better qualified data and helping our technology ultimately. And that's what I think those things are doing, right? I don't think that there's monsters involved that are going to end up, destroying things like recruiting or other businesses and companies. Yeah, you might have a kiosk at a McDonald's. Yes, you have self-checkout. There's all sorts of things that you could claim are, machine learned or artificial intelligent that can, do the jobs of others, but I don't think it will be pervasive in the sense that it'll destroy everything and no one will have a job left in the entire world, and definitely not recruiting. So reasons specifically for that, because how does it relate to recruiting in the first place? Like, what does AI and machine learning have to do with recruiting as a whole, right? First off, what are we doing? We're finding clients and then we're finding talent for those clients. So we're a people connector, right? So that's what we do. AI and machine learning can do some of those elements, and they already do. That's one huge point I'd like to make. Indeed.com, ZipRecruiter, Monster, these corporations are already utilizing AI and machine learning in huge ways. They're already, compiling massive databases of candidates, clients, and matching people up. They can filter by salary, they can filter by past positions, skills, area, location, whatever. All of this stuff is already being used, and it's used to our benefit. Like, I use this to my benefit when I put something on Indeed or I do a resume search on Indeed. I'm using machine learning and I'm using it to my benefit, not to my detriment. And so just to put that out there, right? So we're talent connectors. We're connecting people with, companies that they want to get hired at and making a match. And so that's ultimately what we're doing. So what does AI and machine learning ML mean for the companies, right? At the end of the day, there is a sense that machine learning could help a company out to do recruiting work. Artificial intelligence could create, tools and things that could actually help companies recruit better, but the concept of recruiting and companies and the way they interact and their, relations today aren't going to change. The deal is recruiters are used because companies don't want to actually do any of the work and they don't want to actually, engage with candidates themselves or have that workload put on their plate. And it's not their forte, or they want to focus on their business, or they just simply have no clue how to do recruiting. And I know I've said that before. Those are the three main reasons why people just outsource and they use someone like me to go find them forklift drivers or just drivers or admins or whatever it might be. So companies, I think, will have the same issue regardless of if there's some magical tool or if there's something else. I think companies will still want to contact me and say, hey, Ben, can you find us this? Can you find us that? And the same thing for you, starting a recruiting agency, if that's the business you're getting into, I think that you're going to find that you'll be in the same position. You're still as needed, you're still as necessary, and the relationship relationship between a client and you, prospectively, is still going to be the same. They're still going to want to use you in that same kind of vein, as they do today. So yes, we're in a very, very bullish market for recruiting today. And it's very, very easy to get into recruiting. The bar of entry is like literally here. Whereas maybe, back in the day, it was here. Unemployment's virtually around 2.8, 2.9%. It's just hovering right around 3%, which is an absurd number of candidates out there in the market, or absurd number of open positions, and a low number of candidates. And so people like us are in super demand to find those candidates and match them up to those widely open positions. So I really don't think that artificial intelligence and machine learning is going to do anything to benefit in that sense. I think there's a lot of things that you could extrapolate out of what AI or ML could do to the recruiting agency. I just don't think that it's actually applicable and realistic, and I don't think it's going to execute properly. I just don't think that will happen, at least in the next 10, 20, 25 years. I just don't think that that's going to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? So overall, yeah, we're in a bullish market, like I said, but, we're in this market with, very, very, heavy weaponry. Like, we have the tools that we use today, and they work very, very well for us. And they're using machine learning. They're using AR. And yes, it makes it easier for us to basically do our jobs and find people for other people. And so we're using those things right now. And I really from what I've seen and from what I've done research on personally, I think my analysis is that it's simply just going to be an enhancement to what we do and to how we actually perform our positions, rather than cutting us out or removing us from the equation. One of the biggest reasons I say this is because, yes, I will end on, this personal human element, right? So one of the biggest arguments against AI or machine learning taking over anything is that, that can never replace a human. And I truly believe that in the recruitment space, there are things that can absolutely never replace a human. So your relationship and your communication with a client and their needs, that can never be replaced by anything else but a human-to-human communication. Your relationship with candidates and your sourcing of candidates, that can never be replaced by anything but a human. Because only a human can read another human. It is virtually impossible with 100% accuracy, okay? It's close, all right? But with 100% accuracy, the technologies that are being developed with AI and machine learning, it's virtually impossible to look someone in the eye as a virtual machine, read that person, understand possible red flags, and actually make a good 100% best judgment decision on hiring or sourcing them or whatever you might be doing in whatever phase you're in the recruitment cycle. So the human and personal element, I just don't think will ever be removed. And I think it's almost practically impossible to remove it at the end of the day if you truly look at the big picture, because of those relationships that I explained. I just don't think that it's at anywhere possible to remove a recruiter out of the way and say, well, I'm going to have, this robot run through and basically check these candidates out, look at them, find the best ones, talk to them, source them, do this, whatever. And I still think you're going to come up with a bunch of garbage. There are tools out there that try to do this kind of thing, and they don't have super high success rates at all. And things that are being developed, I don't think will have much more success either. I think absolutely 100% this opinion and this conversation and the rumors that are around AI and machine learning taking over recruiting and stuff like that are just totally bunk. On another note, and I'll end on this, basically what I do think is happening is a change in the recruiting world. And that is what I would say commoditization would be. Recruiting is becoming a commoditized business. And this is something that's been talked about everywhere on the internet. You can do research on this and find it anywhere. Basically, the concept is that, a commodity is something that's just widely available. There's large quantities of it. And it's just simply how you group it, how you, put it in different categories and then find what you need and get what you need out of it. That's a really bad explanation of commodities, but at any rate, think of a commodity like corn or soybeans, right? They're sold in bulk quantities. They're looked at as like, yeah, that's, X amount of soybeans or whatever. And, it's looked upon as a very simple, kind of equation. Here's the price of it. Here's the value of it. It goes up and down based on, market, differences and market changes. And I think that commoditization will definitely happen in the recruiting world. So I do think that we will probably be, kind of moving towards a platform as a service, or a solutions-oriented service. So, being a recruiter that's able to find candidates before you have your client, per se, or have a large database of candidates ready to go when you do engage with a client, so that you're, putting them forward right away, and you're not just signing an agreement and saying, all right, I'll see you in 2 weeks with a couple of candidates and we'll see if they work out. No, I think it's going to be moved towards a commodity, and I think it's going to be where you need to round up candidates and, find the best ones and put them forward. And it's going to turn into that kind of a model. And you're going to need to present yourself as that sort of a model. Again, I also believe this is probably 5 years out as well. I still don't believe that any of this is going to be cutting out the middleman, the recruiter, the person that I am today doing what I do right now. I don't think that will change at any rate for at least 5+ years. And again, we're in one of the bullish markets that we've ever seen for recruiting. Whether you hate Donald Trump or love Donald Trump, the economy itself in the recruiting space right now is absolutely booming. And if unemployment stays where it is, it's going to be booming for another 4 years, depending on what happens in the election. So at any rate, that's my opinion on what I think AI and machine learning is going to do in the recruiting space. And I really don't think there's anything to worry about. So that's what I've got for you guys today on Thursday. I'll catch you tomorrow. I vlog every single day. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, and I'll catch you guys on Friday. Take care.